Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with my December layout share, and I have a special guest at the end of the video. My son Eli is going to kind of look over some of the layouts I completed this month and let you know what he thinks of my layouts. That's always fun to have him kind of join me. So we will start here, and I apologize, I have my space heaters on in the she shed. It is cold, and so if you hear kind of a background noise, that is what it is. So this layout here I did off camera. This is the Willow collection from One Canoe 2, and I just thought the colors were perfect. I've done layouts from this vacation with this collection already, and just love the pinks and the greens. I felt like they just matched the photos so well. So what I did is that this is actually a scrap piece of paper, and I just used it to one side, and then did a scalloped punch for that piece and brought in some of that green there, and then just used the border strip here on that side. I love the title, Slow Down. This was such a perfect, relaxing vacation. Just my parents, sister, and I. And then Find Joy in the Ordinary as well. And then this canvas flare here from Scrap and Happy Studio was just perfect for this collection. So just love how that one turned out. This one here, I actually, a lot of times I will try to stick with like the theme. So this is our at-home learning in spring of 2020. So usually I would use like a school collection, but I remembered that Color Study from Vicki Boutin had coloring and pencils and crayons, and just I thought maybe that would be perfect and to switch it up a little bit. So this is actually just one piece of paper. I did just use a second piece to back this photo here, and I have the pictures layered like that because he's in his underwear, and so I decided, you know what, I'm going to cover that up so it's not inappropriate. So that is kind of how I decided how to layer my photos. Love this can of colored pencils down here, so I knew I wanted to use that. And then just some phrase stickers and layered some crayons. And then just a simple cluster at the top with a tag as my base, and then that fun kind of colorful pencil. And then here's the whole story, and I wrote about the pictures down in the corner here. Oh, this one here has got to be one of my favorites recently. This is using the Print Shop collection from Vicki Boutin. These colors are just something different than I usually use, but I love them. So my photo is kind of at an angle. I was going to just have it up and down, but decided to kind of play along with the angled photo, and so that's how I placed it on the paper. And then just went through the ephemera pack and found all of the light colored floral pieces and added those. Love this title. It looks like it's stitched, which I think is so fun. And there's a couple different titles in, the ephemera pack too that look like that. So I thought that was just really fun. Sprinkled some epoxy flares from Scrap and Happy Studio throughout there, and then just stuck some phrases in as well. This one I did off camera. This is kind of a funny story, which I actually did journal already. So last winter and into the spring, I moved all my crafty goods into the house because it gets so cold in the she shed in the winter that it's just not bearable. It's not comfortable. So I took everything in the house, and in the spring when I was moving everything out, we have 3 stairs down the front porch, and my foot slipped on the last stair, and the cart and I fell and took a tumble. Stickers went everywhere, and as you can see, the cart bent. Luckily, it wasn't any worse. I think I might have had like a deeper bruise, but nothing awful, thank goodness, because my goodness, that was scary. So I just thought this title was really fun. We took a tumble, and then just used scraps and made lots of different layers, which I really like, and then cut or ripped 2 sections to kind of make a base for embellishment cluster, and then use some tags just to fill in that space a little bit. So I made this using some washi tape, just a fun little flap that you can just easily make to do some journaling. And so I did a hidden embellishment cluster underneath, which is always fun. This one here is from a Hip Kit Club, sorry. And so I just layered and layered and layered all the the papers behind the photo, roughed up the edges. These are some acetate mandalas, I think is what you would call them. And I thought they would be perfect kind of in a diagonal. So that's what I did, used a border, really loaded up this cluster down here, which isn't usually my norm, but I love how this cluster looks. And really tried to balance it up here, but I couldn't find anything to kind of make this cluster larger. You can see I used a clear sticker that looks like mixed media, and then another mandala piece there. Really wish I could figure out what more to add to that one, but I love this cluster down here. And again, found a perfect flare from Scrap and Happy Studio there. All right. If you don't laugh at this one, I don't know. This is kind of embarrassing, but I absolutely loved this Snapchat filter and had so much fun with it. Laughed until we cried. And so I felt like I had to document it. So this is the print shop collection from Vicki Boutin again. Kind of used the circles as my bases. I did a 4x4 outer square. So my photos, a little bit smaller. And then these are 4x4 squares as well. And just use those two to embellish, and then added my photos to the opposing corners and just really had fun with the embellishing. This collection is so pretty. The colors and the flowers, the butterflies, just so pretty. So I had a lot of fun. This one came together pretty quickly and used up some good embellishment pieces. This one here is one I did off camera. This is for my mother-in-law. This one is another one I did using scraps and just bits and pieces. I've been trying to go through to de-stash, and so I was going through this one and decided to use up some of the scraps. So I just kind of made lots of borders. This is just one paper, the black and the wood grain, and then did these two borders, and then just did strips across because I kind of wanted an anchor for this gather together. And then just kind of sprinkled in some embellishment pieces. This one's more kind of a homey collection, well, gather together, home sweet home, that kind of stuff. So I did kind of struggle with embellishing, but found this cute little wreath that I added some phrases and these gold leaves there, and then just sprinkled in some more of the gold. And then I ripped this to kind of make a base for a smaller cluster as well. And imagine that, another Scrap and Happy Studio flare right here. So that one came together really quickly, and I like how that turned out. This one here is using the Fernwood collection from Vicki Boutin. And I love these wreath papers because I feel like it makes the layout come together very quickly, which sometimes is what I want, I guess. So I just kind of played off that. This was actually an open part in the wreath, and so I just layered my photos there, used phrase stickers for my title, a simple tag, camera, some little mushrooms to cover up where the photos overlap. If you've been watching, I say it quite often when I do this that I like to cover up where they overlap. It's just something that I do. And then just add a cute little bird. And again, if I need to fill in a space, either I'll do tags, flags, or I'll rip, which you've seen quite a bit of in this month, I guess. So this one here, I just kept it simple with 3 phrase stickers and some gold hearts. All right, this one is a 2-page layout. Now, I would like your opinions. I scrapbooked this layout for this to be page 1 and this to be page 2. However, now that it's done, I kind of like the title on page 1. The only thing I don't like is how the tags are all in the middle then. I don't know if I like that just heavy cluster in the middle, but everything else, I like the flow of this. So let me know if the Christmas Traditions paper page should be page 1 or page 2. I would love your opinion. So I just cut this striped paper in half. Lucky for me, it was a diagonal stripe. So I just followed the line, added this craft paper here. This is the Mix and Paper Pack and the Christmas Story collection from the October-December catalog. These are zip strips here. And this one I just kind of wanted to make kind of a grid, so to speak. And so I used a journaling card as part of that and just layered it so it was the same width as my photo at the top. This is a thin cut here that is supposed to say Merry Christmas, but I decided to do Christmas Traditions instead. And these, unfortunately, these wood letters are no longer available. There are wood grain paper boards, so they're a lot thinner. It's a thicker kind of paper, but these wood ones are not available anymore. But I don't know, really enjoyed bringing some of the gold glitter in from the embellishment pack and really just saved some of the pieces that I didn't use in the scrapbooking workshop. So these tags are, and then these 3 are from that scrapbooking workshop as well. Thought this one was super fun. This is the Storyteller collection from Cocoa Vanilla Studios. Just wanted to incorporate a lot of the colors of the collection because I think they are just beautiful. So I'd used this heart paper, and then thankfully this yellow is what I cut off the edge here. So I just used that as an anchor for my photo, and then wanted to kind of cover up the seam, I guess. So I used that pink paper there and did a vertical title with some floral clusters, and then kept these clusters in that triangle. Love this book with the flowers, and I will just journal a little bit. This is just a box of books, but it just makes me happy. And another flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. This one here I did off camera. I think this is Peaceful Heart by Jen Hadfield. Just trying to kind of get some layouts done for my mother-in-law to take whenever we see her next. And I had these from our wedding. This is my husband, and then him and his brother. And so I just used a cut apart again just to make that grid. And I don't know, just really simple. I like the greenery on the outside. Brought that in as a tag behind the photos. Brought in some of the purples because I knew I had the floral pieces that were that color and wanted to bring that in. So just kept my embellishment cluster, in a triangle, this wood piece, and I covered up quite a bit of it. That wood piece was perfect, kind of as a base, and it brought in this wood grain here as well. Again, I used quite a few, actually 4 epoxy flares from Scrap and Happy Studio on this one. She does have some heart-shaped ones, which are really cute as well. And I love the floral ephemera. I believe my mom got me some at Tuesday morning. I think this is the collection, so I'm excited to have more of these floral pieces. Another 2-page layout. So this one here, just kind of went into my stash to find some papers. I really like this gray wood grain. I felt like it matched, you know, the pier very well. And then brought in, this is actually a Storyteller from Vicky Bouton paper, but I thought it looked like waves, so I loved that. And then just brought the kind of teal paper across the page, and these little houses. I have a Kaiser Craft collection that those came from. And then a new Photoplay beach collection I had just gotten, so I used some of the pieces there. These frames were from there, as well as the clouds and the shell. And again, 3 Scrap and Happy Studio flares. This one here is the canvas, so you can see how there's no glare of that one. And I'm excited, she just found it, so it's kind of thick. She just found a way to make them thinner, so that's exciting. And then just did a kind of a cluster of 3 circles there, and then just kept it simple on this side with this little sticker hut, and then just some flares over there. this one here came together pretty quickly as well. I got some papers when I went to Florida, I think in May, to visit my sister. There was a scrapbook store that was going out of business, and so I kind of put together my own kit, so to speak. Loved this background paper. And then this is Camp Happy Bear, the plaid and the blue. And I think this one is just a scrap that I had, but these cut aparts came from that Camp Happy Bear as well. And I just brought those all across. The photo's not the greatest. And so I kind of brought in more, I guess, embellishing, because the photo's not the greatest, but it is hard, you know, when you're around a campfire to get a great photo. So again, the triangular embellishment clusters. This is actually a kind of summary title ephemera pack from Pinkfresh Studio. I thought that worked perfect though. And so, yeah, this one came together really quickly. And then lastly, I cannot take credit for this one. I scrap lifted this one completely, and unfortunately I did not save who I scrap lifted. So I apologize if that was you. I love this and wish I could give you credit for it. Something that's so different about this whole page will not have a photo, which I just thought was so unique. I just thought it was so pretty though, with the sun and then the clouds, and then just lots of stuff that I can kind of detail. And maybe I'll make this kind of the introductory page of this vacation. You can kind of journal a lot more. I luckily had a fence die that I could cut out the fence, added the trees, the hello sunshine, and then a simple cluster down here at the bottom. And down here just brought in some different things with this pretty sunset, and I love the way that the sun made the clouds look at the top. So that's those pictures, and I just thought the whole layout kind of fit with this sunset. So now I will have Eli join us for some more layouts. All right, so I have Eli back with me today. He's going to tell us a little bit about these layouts and what he likes and maybe what he would change. So this one here, what do you think of this one?
Is it a double one?
It is a double page layout, yep.
Okay. I like that it's funny.
You like that it's funny? Look, so I named it, so because it's Baby Shark Day, I said Sky Zone Fun doot doot a doot a doot. Is that silly? What do you think about these fun little pieces? I used a stamp and I cut them out to use on there.
Yeah, but why didn't you make that pink, like yellow, blue?
Oh, I should have. I was kind of going with the orange on the things. I wasn't going with the sharks, but that is a very good idea. I should have done that, huh? All right. Now this one is Silly You at the beach. One of our favorite things to do, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think of this one?
It's funny.
That's funny.
But it looks like you just cut that off and that's just hanging off. Because there's
Oh.
white right there.
Because there's white paper here?
Yeah, and the thing's white.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And right here.
Yep, but that's just paper.
Yeah,
Do you like how I cut this out for a, like, half circle or a quarter circle?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think it's too busy, or you like it?
I like it because those are like coming together.
And bringing your eyes to the photos of you, huh?
You can hardly even see my eyes.
I
in
know.
That one.
That is so silly. Oh, another double page layout. This one's you as well. Alright, so I had used a stencil here from Close to My Heart to make the waves. And you know how we blend it with the stencil? I did that.
With one of these.
Yep, with one of those brushes. You got it. And the sun is stenciled on there too.
Yeah, I really like this.
Tell everybody what you did for 8 hours on this boat.
Played on my bed and
Yeah.
I fell asleep.
You played on your tablet and then you fell asleep.
Yeah.
Did you fish one time?
Yes.
No, you did not.
What?
You
I
didn't.
thought I
did. Well, if you did, it was just one time, huh?
Yeah.
But you were very well behaved, spending 8 hours on this boat.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yep, I stenciled the water and stenciled the sun and the birds, and then just brought papers down the sides.
I really like these boards because I like the colors.
You like the colors of those ones? Yes, that is a fun layout.
in the sun.
Good job. All right, so I actually just did this one. All right, what do you think of this one for your brother? Was that fun?
Yeah, but I can't move them around.
No, well, you're supposed to like shake it. It's called a shaker pocket, but you like that a lot, don't you?
Yeah. This tastes.
Nope, that is just on it. It looks like it though, doesn't it? Yep.
That looks like you sewed it, but you didn't.
I didn't. Nope, I bought it like that. So lots of bright colors on this layout.
I like the stains.
Yeah.
But I don't really like it because that looks like someone threw it up.
No, it doesn't. No, I like that bright green.
All you can do is laugh.
Yep. Because this is the day that we went out on Papa's boat.
and you couldn't even start it.
And it didn't even start. Nope, we got into the boat and the boat didn't start. So I said, all you can do is laugh. Right?
Yeah.
So.
Wait, I want to keep looking at it.
Okay. Well, talk about it. Talk about if you like the papers, how I have the papers.
I think I know why you did that.
Why?
Like, keep on it until it stops.
Yeah, keep the ticket until it starts, huh?
I'm in my pajamas.
You are in your pajamas. All right, who's this?
Lily.
Lily, our cousin Lily. All right, what do you think about this layout?
Drama queen.
Do you think she is? No. So this layout, I used scraps. So this paper here is only that wide. This one I cut so it looks like it goes all the way across. And I just kind of pieced the scraps together. And then I cut this in half so I could use it on both.
I like that.
You like that flower right there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty.
Well, good. Do you like the stripes down and the different papers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at this one. This one's for Nina's album too. Huh.
Who's that?
Nina?
Who's that?
That's you. That is you when you were a cute little baby. So sometimes when I make layouts for my mother-in-law, his Nina, I get sad because I want the layouts for my album instead. And this is one layout that I wish I was keeping. And maybe I will end up keeping it. So I used the, oh goodness, what is it called? Willow collection from One Canoe 2, and I just love the colors. I tried to go off of the picture colors. Do you like how I did that? How it's a darker color in the background and I use kind of the darker colors on the layout?
I like it because it's like you just flipped it, but it's like the colors go so well with that, the pictures.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like it, but you kind of ripped it.
Yeah, that one I didn't rip so well up top, huh? Leave it there so it doesn't rip any worse. Ooh, this one of our many road trips, huh? So these actually are scrap pieces as well. I had this big long piece and then kind of a square, and then this is actually a strip of paper, and this is a strip that doesn't go all the way across. I did have to cut into a full piece for the blue stripe, but I used scraps, and then I did sneak in a canvas flare from Scrap and Happy Studio here. What do you think about the different layers and all the different papers?
I like it.
You like it?
I was just trying to figure out if this was to Florida or Alabama. But if I looked up here, I couldn't see like that plastic bag that we used for entertainment.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Florida, but so I think it's To Alabama.
To Alabama.
Yeah.
Very
It is.
good looking. All right, you like how I added the little sunshine up at the top there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think we could actually see the sunshine.
In Alabama?
No, from the trees.
Oh, yeah, the trees kind of probably blocked it.
Yeah.
So I had to have you tell me about this one because you helped me with this one. Tell everybody what you did on this layout.
I helped with this side.
Yup.
Yeah.
You used a couple of stencils and you did the blending of the ink, and then we mixed the crayon and the glaze for the little arrows, right? And then Mama went and did the layout, finished the layout. What do you think about the layout?
What if you cut out that words and then you just cut out the 5 and just set it up there?
Oh, that would be...
And then you set it the words right there, and then it's like high five.
Oh, yeah.
Like the 5 is up high.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, the 5 is a high 5. High up on the layout. You're so silly. Oh, this is Simply the Best collection from Pink Fresh Studio.
That goes with that page?
Yeah. That's all one page. The yellow paper on the outside. All right, and then last layout. This is you as well. So this is when we were quarantined at home when school shut down in spring of 2020. So it says virtual learning, homeschool, let's do this. We worked on a lot of different numbers, didn't we? And then these are our shapes. Remember we were doing cylinders and cones and we had to go find them? What do you think? Do you like how I did the strips of paper across this way instead of up and down?
Yeah, Mama, I want to do more of those scavenger hunts for things like that.
Okay, we can do that. Kind of draws your eye into the photo with having the layers on the top and the bottom, doesn't it? Gives a good little area for your photos to go.
That's way too big on me.
It looks too big, yeah, doesn't it? All right. Anything else on this layout?
That was in the same day?
Yeah, it looks like it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were just 2 days spread apart where you washed it and then you just...
Maybe.
I put it back on.
Yep. All right, everyone. That is going to finish off the December layout share. Thank you, Eli, for your help. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything specific that you want to see, let me know. And any specific collections or anything, just comment down below and I will do my best to accommodate. So I hope you guys enjoyed and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.